So some of them were like, yeah, we're gonna party with Kendall Jenner and hashtag wish you were me. And some other ones were like, yeah, we're gonna party with some models, dog. What? And I was on the couch like,
y'all like hashtag some Fyre Festival shit?
The models posted.
there's a lot to unpack here, but I'm gonna do it quick with review on the documentaries, talk a little bit about what's going on with society with this stuff, and also a message to Kendall Jenner. So the Fyre Festival was a dumpster fire, and it's one I could not take my eyes off of. Probably because I've been to like music festivals and stuff, like the 90s for me was kind of crazy. The Edge, Fort Lauderdale, freaking fantastic, dude. I went to Zens, I went to Hyperspaces. I did some Ultras even, and a lot of other stuff that I kind of don't remember. Man, anyone who's familiar with like music festivals, DJs, any of my friends from the freaking scene, you guys gotta see this shit because it is fun. It really is like watching a train wreck in slow motion. So this guy, Billy McFarland and Ja Rule get together, they go to the Bahamas with a bunch of models, they do some video and they're like, oh my God, we're gonna do a freaking music festival in the Bahamas. The guys at Jerry Media, they do the advertising for it, and it's pretty impressive what they do. They also pay Kendall Jenner $250,000 to do a post on this. And then other influencers jump in, they do post on it. The train has left the station, and anyone who's somebody is gonna be at this thing. That's how they advertise it. And this guy, Billy McFarland, he's just making shit up as he goes, dude. There are some challenges that may bring people to their knees and make decisions that could be hard to swallow. I have to stop, and may leave a bad taste in their mouth. Okay, now I'm done. But this shit was crazy. People were paying $25,000, up to $25,000 or more for a concert in the Bahamas and seeing people like Blink-182. Nothing against Blink-182, but $25,000, bro? Really? For $25,000, I better get a freaking round trip in a DeLorean to the past and back to the future and go see Woodstock live, the original one. I think for many it was about hanging out and partying with certain people. Billy McFarland knew that shit. That's why he marketed it and targeted society's obsession with hanging out with these popular people and maybe living like them for the weekend. As for influencers, I have no problems with them, man. I wish I had their following. There's plenty of them that work their way up, building awesome content. I know the courts are going at them right now. If they went to the event, they fell for it too. Then there's those mega influencers that have a certain stereotype that follows them around. Hi, Kendall Jenner. I don't know you, and I don't want to pass judgment on you because I don't pass judgment on people I don't know, dude. But I do want to make you aware of something. Of course, with the exceptions of your fans and your employees, and God knows you have a lot of fans, they all freaking love you. You're amazing. You're the greatest thing in the world. But there is a certain stereotype and view that follows the Jenners, the Kardashians, the Paris Hiltons of the world. And that is that you are all a bunch of no talent, spoiled, self-absorbed socialites. And a major problem with what's going on in society today because of your influence and what you sometimes do with it or don't do with it. Now imagine what you would have done against that stereotype if you would have taken that $250,000 and put it towards helping all those Bahamians that got screwed in this. How cool is that? You would have gone from villain to savior in one fell swoop. What? No, I did go online to check and make sure I didn't miss anything, any updates. And I was really excited when I saw there was headlines about Kendall Jenner is crying for the last few days over what people online are saying. And I'm thinking, like anyone normal, oh, that's awesome. Not that you're crying, but that, oh, you probably saw what happened with the documentary and you're like, oh my God, what happened? What can I do better? Nope, it's about you crying for days over what people said about some acne you have online? Really? No, seriously, hashtag what the fuck? You know who else cried? Besides all the Bahamians that work for months for nothing over a party you helped promote, and besides all the fans that you have that went to the party and got ripped off, and you didn't go? A chef in the Bahamas who wiped out her savings, paying some people back, that got screwed because she was trying to do the right thing. But don't worry about her. The little people started a GoFundMe, like smaller people that work for really hard for a living, took their money and she got paid back and then some, which was great. Keep your $250,000. Go by proactive with that. Back to the Fyre Festival review. As you already know, this isn't just a story about a music festival that failed. I feel this is a pretty fascinating social experiment on a bigger problem with society. People are so used to worshiping and looking up to such superficial crap online that some can't tell the difference when something really fake comes along. And bro, there were signs, promotional material. Oh, look, the stage is being built. Oh, look, this is happening. None of that. Then they announce private jet travel for thousands of people. Really? So I guess it's gonna be like a fleet of private jets. Is it like the movie Planes, but they're not cartoons? They're all fucking jets and they're taking off at the same time? The island map. The island map on the website. Islands don't cut off in sharp edges like that. It's cut off a bigger map. Customer service doesn't return phone calls, doesn't return messages. There were even social media accounts like Festival Fyre Fraud. They were warning people like, dude, like they were showing pictures of like, it wasn't like luxurious cabanas. It was like freaking hurricane tents from FEMA. And please know, I feel bad for anybody that got ripped off here, dude. If you're watching this and you went to the shit and you spent money, I'm sorry, dude. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. Like I feel bad. So we have 2 documentaries. We have Hulu, which had Fyre Fraud, which really goes into Billy McFarland's story, what made him who he was, and this and that. And it does go over the Fyre Festival, but it's really about Billy McFarland. And it's also narrated by Billy McFarland. Then we have on Netflix, Fyre, the greatest festival or something that never happened. I think it's something like that. This gets really into the festival and the timeline of all the shit that keeps happening, that keeps messing it up and messing it up and messing it up. I will tell you right now, the Netflix one, far superior, tons of fun, and it's just freaking juicy as can be, dude. Hulu one, still good. Not as focused, not as sharp, but it does have some info that's not in the Netflix one, so it's cool to watch both. What I suggest, watch the Netflix one first, then watch the Hulu one. It does have some information the Netflix one doesn't have, so it's kind of cool to watch both. But after that, dude, it's amazing how the festival that was born through social media found its end through social media. Google Fyre Festival memes. Look at that, it's gold online, dude. Guys, I hope you like my review. Please like and subscribe to all this stuff that I have. Thanks for watching.